With over a decade of development under its belt, the gas-electric hybrid has evolved to the point where it's now wrapped in attractive packages and underpinned by a drivability that'll have even the discerning driver giving approval. And this one is near the top of the list. It's the 2014 Ford Fusion. Since its rebirth last year, the Ford Fusion instantly became one of the top picks in the midsize segment, driven by its Aston Martin good looks and multitude of powertrain choices. And for me, this test week in the hybrid completes the Fusion trifecta, having driven the regular and energy models in 2013. And this Fusion hybrid bridges the gap between those two, giving you a gas engine and an electric motor, but no plug. The EPA rates this car at 47 mpg, city and highway. Particularly impressive when you consider that's over 20 mpg better than a Fusion with the 2-liter EcoBoost. But it's not just the huge gains in gas mileage that make the hybrid so enticing. It's also this Fusion's proficiency as an overall excellent car. There are a handful of hybrids that don't require the driver to make big sacrifices, and this Fusion is certainly one of them. Almost all of the regular Fusion's sophisticated drivability is on display here, providing that transparency hybrid owners desire. I got up to speed with this powertrain a couple of weeks back in the Lincoln MKZ hybrid, which also uses this 2-liter Atkinson cycle 4-cylinder and continuously variable electric hybrid transmission to split power between the engine and motor. The electric energy used to propel the car is stored in a high-voltage lithium-ion battery pack located behind the rear seats. Coincidentally, you'll also find the 12-volt battery back here too. Total system output is 188 horsepower, with the electric motor kicking in 177 pound-feet of let's-go torque, allowing you to drive in pure electric mode when feasible, using just the engine or a combination of both. It's quite responsive and completely enjoyable to drive, with quick, sporty steering and a high-end composure to the ride quality, providing both capable handling and long-trip agreeable smoothness. Even the regenerative braking system used to generate more electricity doesn't get in the way of the Fusion hybrid's natural sensations. Ford sized this car right too. Even though the trunk is down 4 cubic feet of luggage room, there's a useful cut to its layout, and the rear seats are positioned perfectly for visibility and all-around comfort. There's even an AC outlet to keep the iPad charged. The same tailored fit continues into the front seats, which here are leather-trimmed, heated, and support an ergonomically sound cabin design, replete with Ford's expertly conceived hybrid gauges and meters, which are incorporated into this optional Navi screen and the configurable cluster. And even though this is the SE trim and not the range-topping titanium, it can be loaded with items like the driver assist package, active park assist, adaptive cruise control, and many other luxury-level safety and convenience features, giving this car even greater value. The base MSRP of this SE is $28,105, and chock full like this one for $35,270. There is a new base S model for 2014, which gets you into the Fusion hybrid game for even less. Did I average 47 mpg? No. Might you? Possibly. But with the heater set to high and heated seats blasting as the Fusion warmed up in my driveway all week, the cold weather-adjusted number was closer to the mid-30s. Still, I really like the Fusion in all of its forms, but this one might just make the most sense. For TestDriveNow.com, I'm Steve Hammes.